Suburban. Far, far away. I needed the Suburban today. Shut this window. And I picked up some cabinets. These are unfinished cabinets from Home Depot right off the shelf. They average right around $100 a piece. So you kind of get what you pay for. These are the bottom cabinets. They're particle board. They've got solid oak faces. Particle board boxes. Oh, text. I'll grab that in a sec. Anyway, what the hell? Look, there's my hand truck. By the time I got home last night, it was about 9 o'clock. And here I am in the backyard banging this thing back in alignment. And all I did to give it some strength is I cut some 3/4, that's pretty heavy wall 3/4 pipe. And I got to use the stick welder on that MaxStar 150. And I really liked it. That's the first time I had tried that stick welder on that particular machine. It was very smooth, it was very cool. So that's that. Should be fixed. It adds a little more weight to the hand truck. Yeah, well, but it's straight up and down, and I moved about 7 heaping garbage cans full of subfloor and tile and stuff with it, and it didn't bend. So it's all good. 1/4 inch hardboard. Got the first piece of sheetrock up. Got my plugs where I want my plugs. Turns out we're gonna do a tile backsplash over a slab granite. Sweet. Got all the rest of the cabinets brought up. Vent hood. First coat of mud on the walls. It's coming along. And it's raining like a big dog right now. God. Just about ready to put the plywood down on the top here. 3/4 ply sets here, and then the 3/4 granite will set on top of that. But let me show you what you have to go through. A couple helpful tips on setting cabinets, base and wall cabinets. First of all, you want to make sure they're level, left to right level. And yeah, this floor is just screwed up. That's about as good as I could get it without getting too crazy. Gotta remember, this is an apartment. Not to downplay renters, but renters beat the crap out of stuff, so you gotta keep it all in perspective. 2 screws per stud. Those are 2.5 inch screws, which gives us plenty of penetration into the stud. Sometimes you have to shim. I had to put a few shims here because this wall is kind of, to make it flush this way, you want a nice straight line this way. All these cabinets have pins, or screws, I'll call them pins, screwed in this way to hold this leading seam here tight. Make sure you're flush on the top. Let me show you what I had to do underneath to get everything squared away. You see these shims I had to put were 3/8 of an inch bold. And what's weird is that it comes back up to level here. So we got a wonderful bowl in here, and you make up for it by shimming the base of the cabinets. And then I'm going to put a piece of trim across here. All these cabinets get toe kick trim. They're going to get matching oak veneer on the sides and inside here. And these are all going to get painted. And I'm going to come in and put a second coat on the mud. Because this is a rental and this is not a custom kitchen, I'm only smoothing out the surface you can see. If this were a custom kitchen, I always make the walls smooth. I always paint behind all the cabinets, make the walls perfectly square, because it just makes hanging crown molding and fancy trim easier when everything's level and square. But we're not getting crown molding, and these are Home Depot cabinets, so we got to keep them with a budget. So 1 coat of fire tape to make it legal. Hang the cabinets, and then whatever's exposed gets smoothed out. I'm actually going to do some kind of tile. I'm not quite sure how high the tile is going to be here. And I still have to put a cabinet on here. There you go. So this is how this sorted out. Upper cabinets are done, of course. Just put the second coat of mud on the walls. I think they came out all right, considering how jagged this place looked before. Plywood nailed down. I did my final fine shimming because it is easier to shim the plywood to do that last minute. I got it pretty close to D&L. Pretty happy how this has come out. Yeah, that'll have to do. It's way smoother than anyway, where are we here? So not bad. So not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Got the first coat of mud on this. On this, I don't usually bother with the texture so much the first time around, because this stuff shrinks. This is just topping compound and it shrinks. Shrinks, shrinks, shrinks. I have more to do, more to do. Gotta get the cabinets down on this one. I gotta figure out what the heck I'm gonna do with this. That is some jagged repairs. Yeesh. That's like almost a 1/4 inch. Yeesh. See what happens.